Hello, I'm Harry. So glad you came. Thank you. Just getting a bit of practice in. I do so love the piece, you know. I'm a professional golfer. I mucked about a bit as a lad with my brother Tom, marbles and sticks, in the sheep meadows round our Jersey home, and then later on in life, fortunately, I had a bit of success, really. It all came rather easily. I've been my happiest on the course, which I suppose is a bit of a requirement, enabling one to suffer the railway station changing rooms and the dark, anonymous side door entries of the members-only clubs. But once out on the course, that is where we played. Following my brother Tom to America, barnstorming our way via rail through the magnificent new cities, collecting our ransom via exhibitions, our profile grew higher than our status, which, upon our return home, created a rather unmannerly discourse betwixt the wind and our nobility. Some, like good cousin Wilfred Reed, found bitterness his best defense, and others, my great cohort Teddy Ray, impatience. I, well, never really being the best judge of my own character, would venture to say that quiet defiance, deeply rooted and subjugated, was my safe haven. And one would always remain thankful, naturally, to Northcliffe and his peers, while maintaining what dignity such an instrument of triumph could under the circumstances. And then there was always dear Bernard, whom we could count on to represent us fairly and brightly, but where once lay mere seeds of doubt, coupled with a weak chest, now lay uncertainty. And I would have trouble sometimes finishing the hole. So I would work simply on hitting the ball closer to the hole, so as not to have to dip into that dark pool of random shadows any more than I had to save myself as best I could. Then along came the country club and the midsummer march toward your national championship. As was the custom, our circus justified early favoritism, and through steady play and marginal luck, both Ray and I found it ours for the taking. There's a boy, Darwin said, a local, rather good. Francis Ouimet's his name. Well, now, I'd remembered meeting Ouimet earlier in the week. A striking lad who looked me straight in the eye, left behind a most favorable impression. Through magnificent play and dreadful conditions, and spurred on, no doubt, by the crowd and that funny little wisp of a caddy he had, who couldn't have been more than 10 years old, and good fortune, he played us to a draw in regulation. Northcliffe and the others had acted as if the castle keep had been set ablaze, and marauding hordes of revolt were advancing, while Teddy and I, we dined, we drank, we slept well in anticipation of the following morning's extra day's work. Teddy soon blustered his way into the woods, resigned himself to his fate early on, and I played well, evenly, stayed calm, and actually found myself enjoying it. And young Francis matched me shot for shot. It's a great game, this, you know, where anything can happen. And it had been so long since I simply had been reminded of that. And on this day I was, and it was glorious. And sometime, can't quite remember exactly when, but late, my ball bounced one way and his the other, and it didn't matter. As the day ended in twilight, the boy's triumph lit up the sky. It was a most magical day. We shook hands, and his words of thanks belied those very same qualities that only this greatest game ever played can bring out in a man, young or old. Optimism, joy, acceptance, and grace. To which I replied, no, thank you, dear boy, for you have given me something much greater.